Well, hi there. On this paper, I'm gonna try to explain the origins of the Turing machine. Well, the Turing machine were described on a paper that Alan Turing published in 1936, and it has a very complicated title, which is on computable numbers with an application to the Entschuldigung problem. The Entschuldigung problem is the halting problem. Well, I think this why this paper? Because I think this paper is a pillar in the current computer technology, and also it's a bridge paper because it's was written in a pre-digital era or industrial era, and we know that right now we are in that transition to a digital era. Well, the interesting is what I think is very interesting about this paper is that it describes very clearly how it could be resolved a very complex mathematical problem with just processing zeros and one. The paper starts with an introduction where Alan Turing stated, that a real number is infinite. But then he coined computable numbers. A computable number can be written on a machine, can be computed on a machine that has finite resources. Because it has finite resources, is that he could jump off the mathematics, Well, what is the halting problem? Is to calculate the last decimal or digital of a real number. On the paper, he escaped from the mathematics since the introduction. He states that a real number is definitely infinite, and he named the real number as enumerated numbers. However, the computable numbers are close to infinite, but the computable numbers could be finite if it is calculated with a machine with finite resources. Then he stated that if the halting problem is approached as a mathematical problem, it would not have solution. On the second page of the paper, he described what is a machine. A machine has a tape that is divided by squares, and every single square could have a symbol. Then, on the item 3, which is titled "Example of Computer Machine," he states that a machine can be constructed to compute the sequence 010101 in just 4 configurations or states, that is capable of printing 0 and 1. On the same item, he narrates the behavior of the machine, where R means to move to the right square in the tape, and L means move to the left, and E means erase, and P means print. So in order to compute a binary sequence, it is needed an M configuration table of 4 configuration or states. The first state is P0, which prints 0. Then is R, which is the second configuration or state, that is move to the right. The third configuration is P1, which is print 1, and the fourth configuration is R. And with that 4 states, the machine can go on and print 01, 01, and 01. With complex sequence, the machine needs what he called abbreviated tables, and he named that skeleton table, which are basically template tables. So for instance, one can name a table beta, which has the 4 configurations in order to print 1 and 0. By using the abbreviated tables, the machine could compute very complex binary sequence. And now I'm gonna jump onto the item 8 of the paper, which has the title Application of the Diagonal Process. Well, the diagonal is a way to represent the infinite. For instance, 3.1, and then we move down, 3.12, then we move down again, 3.123. If we keep doing that pattern, we can prove that the diagonal is infinite. So the real number is infinite. But Turing escaped from that, and he stated that for him, a computable number is not a real number at all, because it can be computed with a finite tape. He also stated that with the Turing machines that he has created, he proved that the real numbers are not enumerated. And also he stated that he proved that the computable numbers are also infinite. However, if the sequence is finite, it can be computed with a machine that has a finite tape. On the paper, he resolved a very complex mathematical problem with just a tape of zeros and ones. And with that, he opened up the current computer technology. The Turing machines are the pillars of the computer technology. The computers at the base level work with just zeros and one. Interesting, isn't it?